Hey everyone, Befron here, and welcome back to another episode, part 2 of the Innistrad Midnight Hunt set booster opening. I still have a ton of packs from the set booster box that I just opened. If you missed the first part, you can go check that out. Otherwise, we're going to continue and see what we get. So, I did clean up my workstation here. As you can see, we're very busy doing a lot of hard work from part 1. Here's some of my favorite pulls. From part 1, we actually still have 18 booster packs. So I lost count during episode 1 of where we were and how far we got into the box. We'd only gotten 12 packs in. So yeah, we still have quite a ways to go. A lot of good pulls to look forward to. I was thinking that we were kind of low in terms of our count for mythics, but we're not too far behind considering we're only 12 packs in. I thought we'd opened at least half the box by that point, but it got to the point where I had to clean up my workstation because we were getting so many fun cards. There's our rare Curse of Leeches. Put that with my rares, start moving everything back, and start a new hollow pile. And there's a nice little token, a bat. Very nice. So again, now we're on pack number 14, so still not even halfway through the box yet. Got my nice little stack of packs out in front of me. There's a nice little art card. So I don't think I've even seen any duplicate art cards quite yet, which is pretty cool. I do like looking at them. I don't really collect those, but of course they are always beautiful art, not surprisingly. A lot of these nice alternate art, alternate border cards, which is always very cool to see, and a Sereth the Viper's Fang for our rare, and a Siege Zombie, that's a tongue twister, for our holographic, and a flip card for our ad card. Here's pack number 15. So this is officially halfway through the box. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite cards are from this set. What are you most excited to collect? What are you most excited to be able to play with? I think there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff. Of course, Innistrad is always a pretty exciting set. It's an exciting world to return to. So a lot of hype, I think, around the set. So there we go, another nice commander card. We'll put that off to the side with some of our pulls for commander and our list cards. There we go, a Haunted Ridge for a nice little dual land, and a Electric Revelation for our holographic. Where am I putting holographic? It's over here to the left. And there we go, a Simian Spirit Guide for our list card. Very cool. This is a border you don't really see too much, so always good to get those with our list cards. Let me put that actually over here. So like I said, I've saved some of my favorite cards that we pulled from the list over here to the left. Of course, Urza's Blueprints being one of those. Any of those Urza cards are always good to pull for the list card. Here we go, our next art card. So still, I think that was a new art card. Very cool. Duel for Dominance, Gavany Tripper, Path Betrayer. Are we going to get more mythics? That's always the question. Build up the suspense. And a Florian Valderan Scion. There we go, and another rare, so dual rare pack, but nothing too crazy there. I'm really having a problem with some of these commons sliding. The cards in this set feel very slippery, so I see how they are very easily sliding. There's our art card, a Plains. Again, let me know in the comments what cards you're looking for, what cards you're excited to play with. Tell me a little bit about the formats that you play in. Always curious to see what other people are playing with and how other people build fun decks to work with. Ooh, Pithing Needle, very nice. Always a good card to see back in Standard. That's exciting, so I'm glad I got that. And a Zombie, there we go. Of course, we're probably going to need a lot of zombie tokens for Innistrad. Very on point, so good to have plenty of extras of those. Another new art card there. Let's see how we do. Let me know how your pulls have been too. Curious, from set to set, how the pulls look. If people are getting better pulls, or there we go, Hostile. It's a mouthful. I did see this card. I'm pretty interested in it. I don't think it's one that made it onto my list that I put in that video, but I do remember reviewing that card. I'll have to take a look. Let's see what it does real quick. For anyone interested, sacrifice a creature, put a soul counter on hostile. Then if there are 3 or more soul counters, remove it and transform it. And when it oh, that's right. I think we got this as an art card before, the Creeping In. That's right. Okay, when Creeping In attacks, you may exile a creature from your graveyard. If you do, each opponent loses X life. You gain X life. Very nice. Cool. Oh, and it has a nice little phase out blink, which is nice. Yeah, so that looks like a pretty fun card to play with. I do remember seeing that. I had to get a little reminder of what it did. Oh, our art card is getting stuck. What are we going to get here? Oh, we did see that one already. I think we actually just saw that one pretty recently. So we are starting to see some duplicates. I'm going to get some of this trash out of the way. Arrogant Outlaw, Otherworldly Glaze, Clear Shot. Ooh, wow, look at that. That looks very cool. Ludovic, Necro Genius. Sounds very intimidating. Vengeful Stranger. Tavern Ruffian, Jadar. Oh, I think we just got this. Yes, we did right there. So we are getting some duplicates now. So I'll start to go a little faster. And a nice Spirit Token. Very nice. I already might need to start to clean up some of these because I'm seeing a flooding of my commons and uncommons already. I think this table is getting a little bit old. I have this cheap little card table that I film on, so it kind of bows in a little bit and it's not quite a flat surface, so some of the stuff tends to slide down and into my filming area, which is no fun. But oh well. Oh, Dissipate, very nice. That's always a good counter to have. Put that aside with some of the cards that I want to play with. I'm still looking for a lot of those. I want a play set of Evolving Wilds. I do, of course, have a lot of Evolving Wilds, but I think they're in my commander decks. There's another nice little multicolored land and another zombie. Clearly, zombies are very overrepresented in the tokens that we're pulling, not surprisingly. Not surprising that you need a lot of zombie tokens for anyone playing a lot of cards from an Innistrad set. So, let's see if that pattern continues. How are we going to do here? Also, let me know what your thoughts are on draft versus set versus collector boosters. I really do, again, think that set boosters are my favorite. Storm the Festival, so I did call this one out in my video, so I'm excited to have that. Ritual of Hope and a bird token. Okay, I don't think I've seen any birds yet in Innistrad. At least not bird tokens, nothing that makes a bird token. There is, who is this? He's an uncommon, I think we saw him before. Duress, okay. Locked in the Cemetery, so I still am missing a lot of the kind of my chase commons. Again, I think I was saying before, I have a lot of Evolving Wilds, but they're in my commander decks currently, so I'd like a few more copies now that they're legal again in Standard. It's always nice to have a copy of Tovalar. I think we did pull this already, but oh well. Secret Lair and a Wolf token. I think that's actually my first Wolf token, weirdly enough. Kind of weird that this set, see the Wolf there, has that few Wolf tokens, but be as it may, I'm having a little bit of trouble with this pack. I really don't like the pull tab experience of pack opening. I like opening it from the top and pulling the cards out, but Magic the Gathering packs aren't really made for that. Anyway, Storm Skrillex, so I did call this card out. I see this as kind of like a, I called it the poor man's Goldspan Dragon, so I personally have one Goldspan Dragon only. I don't want to spend, I think it's like $40 a card at this point for a Goldspan Dragon, so I really don't want to spend $40 on a single card, especially for a recent card like that. So, but I think, Storm Skrillex is one of those cards that gives you some of the economy. I'm actually going to put this over here to the side, so feel free to pause the video and take a look. But, it gives you some of the economy, like if you want to build a deck with a lot of sorceries and instants in it, you get some of that benefit and economy of casting those for a cheaper cost. Granted, you don't get treasure tokens that you can use for anything like you do with Goldspan Dragon, but for a 5-drop 2/4 creature, oh, there's Arcane Infusion too. So we are getting a lot of those chase uncommons now. All of a sudden, we just started getting a bunch of them. I gotta go through and see if oh, and wow, look at this, all these cards. So again, Grafted Identity is one of the cards that I called out also. So all of a sudden we're getting a ton of the cards from my previous video about my favorite cards from Innistrad. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go check that out. Hopefully it could be useful to you, but I'm also curious to get your feedback to see, is my list on, or is it off, or is it a bunch of ridiculous cards that are not very good? Always like to get feedback from other players to see what they're going after in these sets and see how I can up my game a little bit. So anyway, there's a Mask of Grizzlebrand and a Harvest Tide Infiltrator and a Beast token. Wow, I am getting to the point where I need to kind of reorganize my setup here a little bit. Give me 2 seconds to do that. Look at all these commons kind of building up very quickly. So I'll put these off to the side so they don't get in our way. And then we'll move on to the next couple packs. So we only have about, 6 packs left, I think? 5 packs. So we made it through the second half of the box a lot faster, not too surprisingly. But let's continue on. Still only 3 mythics. I gotta go back and make sure I didn't miss any, but wow, that is very low if you ask me. I think a lot of times in these sets, I thought we were supposed to get more mythics because you have more opportunities to get them, but apparently not. About 4 to 5 mythics are, I know it's expected of a set of a draft booster box, but I thought we'd get more in a set booster. And this is actually, I think this is actually the first full box of Magic the Gathering I've opened alone since getting back into the game. Oh, a spellbook, and I've actually pulled this before, I think actually in one of my previous videos. So that is a duplicate, unfortunately, of the list. I think there's about 300 cards in the list, so kind of unlikely that that would have happened, but oh well. List cards are list cards, so not bad overall. Let's see what we get here. Raise the effigy. I'm going to go through these last couple a little bit quickly. Hopefully cut to the mythic pretty quickly because I really want to up our count of mythics. Unnatural Growth for another rare, Blade Brand, and a flip card. All right, 3 packs left. We really got to make up for some of this lack of mythics. So, not a bad box. I've gotten some interesting list cards for sure. No doubt about that. Got a nice blend of a lot of the different cards I've called out, but I would just like to see more mythics. There's still, Lear, Disciple of the Drowned that I haven't seen yet. I'd love to get a Renin 7. That's a really good commander to get from this set. The Geiss Flame Reservoir. There's Bloodthirsty Adversary. So there we go, right? As I was saying it, there's one of the mythics that I did call out. This is another one that I kind of compared to, has some of the economy effect of Goldspan. Oh, there's a nice Night Day card. Obviously still not anywhere near as good, but between that and Storm Skrillex, you kind of get effects that somewhat replicate the idea of what Goldspan is trying to do. No Way Out. What a name. What an ominous name for a card. Grizzly Ghoul, Diagraph Rebirth. Seems like we're doing pretty good with these alternate arts. Gale Drifter, Sludge Monster, so I called this one out too. So I think now at this point, all of a sudden, oh, there we go, and an Assassin's Blade. Look at this, another list card, very cool. Look, that old font looks so weird, but anyway, always good to have. I like the old borders anyway. So there's another card from the list, and our Bird Admirer. So we do actually have a pretty good ratio of list cards from this set so far, but we are down to our last pack. Can we make up any lost ground? Still only 4 mythics, which is, I would say, pretty low, unfortunately, but it is what it is. That's just the luck of the draw. Hopefully we can make up for it. Oh, there's Bloodthirsty Adversary, which we just got right there. Good combo. Swamps, big fan of the lands, so if nothing else, we have a bunch of beautiful lands to add to our decks. And Infernal Grasp, I did call this one out too, so now we have most of the cards that I've called out in the past, but still not all of them. That's the only disadvantage of set boosters, that you get less of those commons and uncommons that you might have wanted. Catilda, Dawnheart Prime, and a Blessed Defiance, and that is it for the box. A Bat token for our last token, and that's it. So let's take a quick look of everything we got. I got even cards from the first video. Again, if you didn't see the full box opening, definitely check out the first video of this box opening. Also check out my review of all the cards in Innistrad, or at least the chase cards that I have in Innistrad. Let me know what you think of that. We got a bunch of list cards, so I think we really did well in that department. We didn't get too many mythics, unfortunately, but here they are as a quick review, and a nice stack of rares, as always, with all the extra rare slots that come in these set boosters. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. I have a lot more Magic the Gathering content, a lot more Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all that good stuff. So if you like any of those games, please don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your friends. Visit BefronTCG.com for any great prices on Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh products. And I hope I see you next time.